same. He speaks his mind, trying to help mankind and the people of the USA. Yeah. Oh, John Bruto, he got a lot to say. Oh, yes, he does. But there's a good old dad in Texas, turning Texas blue. And there's a blue dot family in the USA. All over this world. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
Indeed there is, baby. And that's us. How y'all doing, baby? It is Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And I am damn glad y'all are here. Anyway, first one to show up was Michael James, followed by Dwayne Twizzle and Jeff Curry. Stephanie Dean, I had a wonderful conversation with on the phone. Thank you, dear. Enjoyed that. Megawit Willie is with us. Nancy Halverson. Amanda Elliott is here. My neighbor, Tracy Tobias. Bruce Prestine and George Murray. Our own Bernadette Priya is with us. BW is here. Mark Perkins. The Feral Female Society is amongst our midst, baby. Michael Falbister and Susan Jarrett. Gene Prim. I gotta get in touch with you. Robin Lyons is with us. All right now, all the way from Georgia, baby. All right now, good. Dorothy Tyndall's here. Donald Ware, Martha Smart, BW's here. Let me see, Paula Gepson is here. Woo, let me jump on down here before we lose sight of where we're at. Miss Linda, a.k.a. Mary Ellen, how you doing? Carolyn Matajesco, I'm going to mess it up every time I try, baby. Anyway. Judith Gash just jumped in the room. We're glad you're here. Anyway, what's going on with y'all? Anything? Well, occasionally, like I said, but most of my stuff. Anyway, it's watching the news. And something came on the news, and it made me go the usual, are you shitting me? Evidently, they had a damn debate last night in Pennsylvania, right? Pat Toomey's seat's coming up open, and, got all the Republicans up there on the stage to have their debate. And there was a particular question asked, and I saw, and it says, the moderator asked, do you think it's time to move on from the 2020 election? That's Fred, my parrot, in there trying to get his opinion heard. Anyway, I can't remember if there were 5 or 6 of them. I don't know. Bunch of them up there on the stage. Oh, Dr. Oz was up there. That's Donnie's boy. And he couldn't say Trump's name enough times. That's all right. He ain't bothering me.
I'm going to give him something, though.
Oh, okay. Give the bird something to make him quiet down. Anyway, to answer that question, every one of them stood up on that stage and just hum-hawed around. Well, we got to make sure the integrity of the elections and our voter and their, my district people think that was. Are you shitting me? There wasn't a one of them up there. They all groveled on that shit about the 2020 election not being fair, that maybe Joe Biden is not the president. All of them. For a party. I did a short little video. I put it up on YouTube, put it up on Facebook and whatnot. And the spare me your flag waving. The Republican Party is in the middle of trying to restrict voting access in this country, just in any way they can. Whether it's restricting the amount of people, the amount of the poll opening, drop-off boxes, making them jump through all sorts of hoops to get the vote. It's pitiful. It's pitiful because if the hope for your party is that fewer people vote, then yeah, spare me your flag waving. You know, I don't want to see your bumper sticker that says I love America and all that bullshit. No, you don't. No, you don't. The Republican Party now, you know, and day by day we're seeing more and more about the January 6th insurrection, texts and recordings coming out. We have a Republican Party that has turned its back on our Constitution, on our democracy, on the very fiber of our nation. They just stood up there and bald-faced lie. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Because their constituents don't care. The maggot crowd doesn't care if they stand up there and lie through their teeth. They are invested in this shit. They got a stake in it, I guess. I don't know what it is. Their pride that they want to be they want to be known as what? Maggots? Cockroaches? Racist? Misogynistic? Bigots? I don't know. Conservative Party used not to be all that. Evidently, it's turned into just a pack of lies. Everything that comes out of their mouth is a lie. I don't know how anybody in the Republican Party can I don't know, hold their head up to be proud or whatever of that shit. There's nothing there to be proud of. Every time you turn around, the news story's coming out, pointing out how much you lied. Oh, I don't recall this or I don't recall that. Really? You don't know how to spell either. Really. You know, the answer to this is coming up soon. And for the lady who can't spell, that's Georgia's 14th district. You know, who's that guy? Oh, my wife could tell me in a heartbeat. Who's running down there against Marjorie Taylor Greene on the Democratic side? It'll come to me in just Marcus Flowers. Thank you, Travis. Is running against him. But in the primaries, the surest way they could get rid of her ass is to vote for another Republican in the primaries. Get rid of her stupid ass. She's worthless to the state of Georgia, except for a show pony. Look at me, how stupid I can be. You know, the same way with Bobart out in Paul Gosar here in Texas. There's a list of them that we need to get rid of. Just for the sake of the Republicans need to stand up and get rid of them. Jeez. Anyway, that's what pissed me off was just, I'm just tired of my conservative friends who have all their little bumper stickers on their trucks and how patriotic they act. And they say, and I look at them and like it's bullshit because you don't believe in the ideals of this country. You don't believe everybody should have a free and fair vote. It's, I don't know what they've turned into, but they've turned into a crazy mob going from one social issue to another social issue. CRT over here, don't say gay over there, anything. You know, yesterday, who was it? Cucumber Lady and Kevin McCarthy down on the damn border trying to stir up shit because they both got caught in a lie. They're down there at the border trying to wave, you know, the flag down here. Let's look over here at all this terrible stuff. Yeah. Guess who's causing that terrible stuff? Yeah, I ain't forgetting Bobart. We could do better. The Republican Party can do better than this clown show that they have going on. It's getting downright just disgraceful to have the leader of the Republican Party in the House lying through his teeth. And now we're seeing more and more texts coming out. Scott Perry, really? Congressman Scott Perry? Boy, he was in the thick of it, it looks like. Are you shitting me? There's going to be a list of them, baby. And we need to pay attention. Anyway, who do we got down here that we can snag up here and drag up here? I see somebody I'm familiar with. You doing anything? All right. Well, there you go. Let's see if we can get Bernadette in the room. Hi, Bernie.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Today is up day, so I'm doing pretty good today.
Good. You're feeling better?
It comes in waves, hon.
Oh, baby.
I'm recuperating from this shit, but today was a good day. So,
Well, we're thankful for that.
yeah.
And
Want to let the congregation know that those that were promised that can of salve, it's on its way. I've been making packages all day. Hopefully, I'll get them out tomorrow. So,
outstanding.
y'all don't fret. It's coming. And to Farrell, who's having surgery tomorrow, your help is
Farrell's
on the
having
way.
surgery tomorrow?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
in the
my
room.
goodness.
She got her hand up. Let's bring her in and find out about
Let's
that.
find out. Farrell, what are you having surgery for, dear? Hi, Farrell. Are you with us, dear?
Gotta unmute.
There you are.
There you go.
Okay,
There
sorry
you are.
about that.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, but I'm having a bit of an anxiety evening.
Oh, dear. Why?
3 years ago, I got bit by a feral cat, a mama cat. It was lightning and thundering and raining like crazy. It was flooding here, and this feral cat had her kittens in a hole in the ground.
Oh, shit.
And the kittens were drowning. And I went out there with all the lightning. You know how lightning is here in Texas.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
ran
damn.
out there to save the kittens with the lightning popping off everywhere. And I've been trying to work with this feral mom to get her to let me pick her up. And she kind of got to where, like, if she was on the hood of the car and I was getting food out, she would let me, like, put my arms around her a little bit and pat her. And then
Right.
that was about all she would take. But, I overestimated my
then-
cat whispering ability and got her kittens in and then tried to grab her up to show her where I had put the kittens. And I was kind of, nervous because the lightning was going off so bad.
Uh-huh.
And whenever I picked her up, I put my hand behind her shoulders. She started pushing on me that she wanted down. I was like, no, just 5 more feet and you'll be inside and you'll see what I'm doing. And she turned around and nailed me and sunk her fang up to the gum.
Oh, Lordy.
Into the gristle where my index finger on my right hand joins my hand.
Oh, no. That hurts.
If you go look on my YouTube channel,
Yeah.
if you click back in the YouTube channel, you'll see a thing because I kind of followed it because I do public service announcements now. If you get fucking bit by a cat, that girl is still here. I was never mean to her or anything because it was my fault. I knew she was
Oh, no.
she was a little wild girl, But
Cats can hurt you
I
bad.
had no clue.
I had an incident one time
No clue.
when I was younger, much younger. A cat had evidently been hit in the road, but wasn't dead. And it was sitting out there just in misery. And here comes John just thinking, oh, man, this is terrible. Let me get the cat out of the road. I went to go pick up that cat. Holy shit.
Yep.
It started going up my leg with its claws all the way up to the inside of my thigh and just bit on and was holding on. And I was in misery for quite some time. I learned a lesson.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, I now walk around with a piece of my thigh on the back of my right hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm right-handed. And come tomorrow, I'm going to be walking around with, a bandage that goes from the tip of my fingers up to my elbow.
Oh, shit.
And unable to even, comb my damn hair because I'm that unambidextrous.
Uh-oh. So you're going to be out of commission for a little bit.
I'm going to be out of commission because, like I said, this happened 3 years ago.
Oh,
but
Lord.
Right when COVID started,
All right.
the skin graft doesn't have any feeling in it. Okay, and it's on the back top part of my hand. And I was getting a bale of hay out of the trunk of the car for Macy, and apparently I skinned off part of that skin graft all the way down to the ligament on the top of my knuckle.
Oh, hell.
And so you can see the ligament, and I went and saw the surgeon, and he was like, oh, we need to do surgery on this. And then 2 days after that, while I was trying to arrange rides and people to take care of animals and stuff, the hospital shut down and did this, because COVID just busted out.
Boy, howdy shit.
And so I've been sitting here taking fish amoxicillin for the last 2 years, trying to get through and keep this thing from getting infected until everything could work out to where I could go have the surgery. And apparently I've now developed a resistance to the amoxicillin.
Oh, wonderful.
The finger's starting to look like it's trying to run away from the rest of my hand, so it's time to go do something about it.
Man, that sounds like it hurt.
Everybody, I just want to warn everybody, seriously, for real. Do not take a cat bite in a light fashion. I mean, if it's on a meaty part of your body, you can kind of watch it. But if they get you in the cartilage, you have to go to the doctor, because antibiotics and stuff that you would do at home is not something that can get the bacteria that's stuck inside that cartilage, because the tooth goes in like in a rubber ball, and then you pull it out and it seals right back up.
Yeah.
Don't take a lesson from my dumbass and take care of it.
There you go. Anytime.
And that's all I had to say. I just wanted to,
Well, we'll keep you in our thoughts when you go into surgery and all that stuff. Yeah. That's but you need to get it taken care of.
I'm not expecting any issues.
Are they going to do another skin graft? Is that what they're going to do?
They got to do a whole new skin graft and everything.
Where are they going to get the skin this time?
Probably off my thigh again.
Is that what the go-to place?
I woke up and that's what they had done.
I have had a skin graft, and that's where they got my skin from, my upper thigh of my left leg, and that was many years ago, and it's still a scar there. Huh?
Did you ever get any feeling in your skin graft?
I have very little. It's a massive wound on my left leg in my calf area, and
But can you feel it? Because I'm thinking I'm going to have to.
There's no sense of feeling in that area. It's about 4 inches across or so and around, and it's a dent. I just call it my dent. I got a dented leg. About half the calf muscles, because it's the only time it's really not is when I get a cramp in that leg. Holy shit! I can get a cramp in the right leg, not a problem. Just get up and walk it off. When I get one in the left leg, oh no, baby, hold on, Mama's gonna hear all about it. Anyway, I want to thank Lady Freedom Rock who came in with $2 and said, according to KGUN 9 in Tucson, Arizona, we hit 100 degrees today. Well,
God.
Hold on, baby, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get hotter. We did indeed hit 101 here the other day. Here in South Texas, it usually goes over 100. So yeah, we're quite used to it. But in Arizona, they get that dry heat. We get that humid heat down here that just makes you just sweat. But that's the way South Texas is, and you learn to live with it. But anyway, you know whose birthday it was the other day? Jorge Tire Butters. Just the other day. Yeah, he turned old. How old did you turn? How old did you turn?
Another year older and deeper in debt.
It ain't getting no better. Jorge, how are you, brother? Did you have?
Hey, I'm still kicking. Don't let them lie to you, man.
That's right. Don't give up unless you check the pulse, buddy. I might just be napping. How's Nan?
That's it.
How's Nan doing?
Nan's doing wonderful. We just went camping last week at Lake Inks Lake. It was lovely.
Oh, I love it up there. It's pretty part of the country up there. Anywhere up in there.
It's nice to have that in your backyard, you know?
You know where I want to go back to? I want to go back to Pedernales Falls. I love it up there.
Where's that?
Where's that?
Oh, I love it there.
Have you ever been to Hamilton?
Outside Johnson City.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. It's a great
Butt
spot.
naked in the dead of night.
Hey. We don't give away all the secrets of Texas here now. We do hide some things.
Hippie Hollow?
Hippie Hollow
This is a
up at
long
Lake
time
Travis
ago.
and
You
Austin.
can't do that no more.
Yeah. What, they do away with Hippie Hollow?
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? Where else are you going to get naked up there?
No.
Oh, well.
That's
all right. My naked days is
Hollow
over.
was great. John, have you ever been
this
to
shit out
The
Hamilton?
Blue Hole at Kimberly, man.
That's a nice place. There's, as in many states, there's, I've been seeing a commercial on TV for Iowa. Come to Iowa, and it shows all these fantastic places. Really? I drove through there. All I saw was corn. I would like to go back and see what Iowa has to offer, because evidently I missed a whole lot.
Plains.
Well, it is, but evidently there's some corners around there that evidently get a little exciting or something. I seen it on the commercial. They wouldn't lie to you. They wouldn't take a picture in Colorado and claim it's Iowa. You know?
Like Kansas, I've heard people say Kansas is exciting, but I don't know.
Marcia was ready to hit me years ago, probably back in 2001 or something, when we were driving across Iowa, and we'd be driving a while, and I'd go, honey, look, and she'd go, what? Corn. And then I'd wait about 20, look. By the time we got through Iowa, she was ready to smack me every time.
About every half hour, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
You
hey,
said, look,
it's all.
You wouldn't even look, right?
Every state has something to offer. Every state does. That's the one thing I learned.
It's all America, baby.
I just spoke to one of our Blue Dots who's thinking about doing just such a trip, and that was my record. How could you not? Get on the open road and go, because it is so. It's not only the places you go, it's going to be the people you meet. You can ask my kids, that was one of the most fantastic things. They met a guy up, like I told you the other day, who took his boat out on the lake just for my kids and me. He was already taking his boat out of the water. Oh, it's first time here, get back in the boat, let's go. Just wonderful people you meet along the way, and that's who America is. That's who we're supposed to be. E pluribus unum, to where we all look at each other as one, as we all live in this nation. Nowadays, I'm not too sure. Republicans aren't really into this. I don't know, whole unity thing, the e pluribus. They're not into that. Nowadays, there's a whole lot of them that are still sunk on their great Lord and Master.
That's a bunch of hippie shit, that people supposed to love each other and stuff, damn hippies and Walt Disney and all that shit,
Yeah. Those were the days, weren't they?
Can't have that.
No, that'd be too damn simple.
Ain't no where's the profit margin?
There's the deal right there. No profit margin.
How do we profit from that?
Because that's what they do. That's what they do to us.
You reckon?
Yeah. You reckon. And the more you delve into this and the more you learn, the more it pisses you off. That's what, again, I fall back on this constant thought I've had in my head here lately. Only because I guess I'm freaking old. And I can look back in retrospect and compare it to the history where, where you were when you were. Where were you when certain events in history happened? And it's only when we're older that we actually get to look back and go, oh, yeah, look at there. It wasn't until later on in my life, one of the things that I didn't even know I was part of. I was one of the first military personnel to land in Taipei, Taiwan, when Taiwan separated from China. I remember getting off the airplane, and man, there were guys with machine guns and barbed wire all over the place, but I didn't think nothing of it. That's just the way everybody fucking lived. I didn't think much of it at the time.
Everything's cool.
Went out and had a nice time, spent several days on the ground, and before we left, in retrospect, looking back, I was on one of those crews that was the first ones to visit that area. And so, like I'm saying, you just have a tendency to look back. But when you do,
didn't have a clue.
No, not at the time. Not at the time. Well, yeah. It is only, again, in retrospect that you look back. But I look back at it now as that is the time in my history, in American history, that I'm part of, that I did see the power of the people. And that's how, don't they have a song like that yet? The power to... Yes. It was the power of the people that changed so much in the 60s, early 70s. Before we grow old, we started having mortgages and having to make a living. But before that, we did change the world. We marched for civil rights, for women's rights, for voting rights. It made a huge difference. But I feel like looking back now, we got it done and then rested on our laurels. And then we saw people, the person that most drastically changed for me was Ronald Reagan. When Reagan come in with his trickle-down economics and his movie star lines on TV and shit. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. He went there because he already knew they were going to tear down the fucking wall. It was a fucking staged event. And that's what Republicans are known
My
for.
dad was a Republican until Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan killed it. For my dad,
to true conservatives,
dad,
he did.
Man, you know?
To true conservatives, Ronald Reagan was like hated. They didn't believe that. They didn't believe in trickle down economics. You know, but things changed,
we had a
baby.
huge crash in Houston.
Oh Lord!
The oil crash hit Houston
In the 70s.
And where was Reagan? Yes.
Yeah.
Late 70s.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yes, ma'am.
John.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a big difference between what happened in the 70s and what's happening now.
There is.
First of all, we didn't have social media to literally brainwash everybody out there with bullshit.
Well,
okay?
hold on, because it might get worse.
Oh, I have no doubt it's about to
Elon
get
Musk
worse.
just bought Twitter, so.
Yes. $44 billion.
44. Think of that. Just that number itself. He buys $44 billion. How much could that go towards?
Dollars over what?
Towards homelessness or feeding the hungry.
$44 billion.
How much social good could you do
So
with
that
that?
he can have a new toy.
That's exactly what it
So that he can
is.
have a new toy. We're talking about a person who knows nothing about how to run a social media platform. Okay? Nothing. He knows nothing about it.
He wants it to be a platform for free speech, and what does that mean?
Exactly. What does that mean?
When you get down to it.
Is he going to be responsible for that free speech that's put upon his platform? Because the EU are currently making those that own those platforms responsible for the speech
There's
that's on
the
there.
cue.
Unlike what's going
who
on
the
here.
fuck made him in charge of free speech?
He owns the company.
Because he's got money.
$44 billion made him.
He's got money.
But see, what killed me was Twitter started out with this shit,
Oh, yeah?
trying to take a stand like they're going to take a poison pill if he tries to take over, and then he comes along with $44 billion, and they rolled over quick, baby. It's always about the money. It's not about the ethics of it. It's not anything.
Daddy.
It's about the money. And we don't have the money, baby. What we have is a voice. That's what we have, our voice and our vote. We got to invest heavy in that shit.
Voice, but if you're using it on a platform like Twitter or Facebook, how many people do you know that's in Facebook jail? Constantly.
Yep.
Okay? And
Me.
okay, this is how our voice gets unheard. Okay? Because they're using these devices, these platforms to manipulate our voice. We saw it in the 2016 election. We saw it in 2020. They are currently using it to say what we saw on January 6th didn't happen.
Didn't happen, baby.
And that the election that we had in 2020 was fraudulent.
Really, Bill Jones.
Huh?
Did you see Bill Jones' comment that he just made?
Except there's no evidence of it.
Bill Jones just wrote in the chat that Madison Cawthorn was cited for having a loaded weapon at Charlotte Airport this morning.
Yeah, gun at the airport.
Really?
Yeah. This is not his first time. This is his second time of getting cited with a loaded firearm.
What would they do to you?
If it was me, I'd have been shot because I'm black.
You put the Republicans in charge, it'd be totally legal to carry on an airplane. You know, just in case anybody tries to hijack the airplane, you could shoot the bad guy.
You show up at the airport with a loaded gun twice. What would they do?
Hell, they showed up in the Capitol.
You ain't gonna be able to get in the VIP.
I'm with you, Don Cheeto. Put me back into the land of
They
make-believe.
actually killed people. And what happened? We're still waiting. I have a problem. I have a problem with the January 6th committee waiting until June to release the information that they already have. I have a problem with that.
I am ready for some public hearings. That's what I'm ready for.
John,
I want this stuff in front of the public.
We will have primaries that have already taken place.
Yeah, a little late, ain't it? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I know that they're proceeding, but see, this is the problem with the Democrats. We proceed as according to the rules, and the Republicans, they don't give a fuck about the rules.
No, they don't give a shit about the rules. They don't give a shit about the truth. They don't give a shit about the Constitution or anything else. That's the difference between the Republicans and the Democrats. In a nutshell, the Republicans have always been for the corporations, the big man, the money. That's where they go. And they wave the flag and hold the Bible up high to do it. Democrats have always been the party for working people, for, trying to make life better for everybody out here, not just the wealthy. But we have bugs in our own house we have to fix. Don't think we don't, huh?
If we're gonna get anything out of this damn government, it's gonna be the Democrats is gonna give it to us.
If we don't retain control of the House and the Senate in 22 this year, then we're going to have a hard time ahead of us. It will be basically all over. They will do away with the January 6th committee and wash that stuff as far away as they can possibly do.
And your right to vote to go along with it. Indeed.
Hasta
la vista, democracy.
So there we go. Again, the only thing that we can do now is use the only power we have. The power of your vote and the power of your voice. Don't ever think that you are not influential to somebody. That you have friends or family members that maybe, I don't know about them Democrats, they look a little weak. No, stand up and tell them, baby. We're the ones that are standing up for this shit. You look at everything that's in the Republican Party right now. They don't have a platform. They don't have a plan. Nothing. It's all about the 2020 election and Donald Trump and everything that he brought. That's the only thing that they have. They don't have a plan for shit.
That's all the future they have.
The only future they want is one that they are in control of.
This is 2022, and they still want to debate whether or not Buck Trump lost the 2020 election.
That's the whole thing about last night. That simple question, should we move on for 2020 and proceed with the next election? No. None of them on that stage up there in Pennsylvania wanted to do anything but redo the 2020 election and declare Trump the winner. Every one of them.
And
Dr. Oz couldn't climb up Donnie's butt fast enough.
Us back, John.
Huh?
The Republicans are holding back the progression of this country.
Yes.
That's clear.
They don't want the progression of this country. The progression, the natural progression, if you follow our history, if you follow the line, well, it's going to continually get better for the working people and the rights of all Americans. So, of course, the Republicans have to jump in and kick that train off the rails, baby, because they don't want that.
Shit.
They want authoritarianism. That's what they're leaning towards. Every time I see one of them still sucking up to Trump, and they're still in office, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Kevin Martin, Mitch McConnell, all of them, they're still sucking up to the man that tried to overthrow our democracy. They're traitors in my book. And every day we're seeing the evidence come out with these tweets and these recordings of them on the phone. Are you shitting me? Yes, they tried to overthrow our system of democracy. They don't want you to vote. They don't give a shit about your vote. They want the power, and they are willing to do anything to take it. And then what, baby? What you gonna do when you can't turn back for the bridges you burned? Ain't that the song? And they can't wait to kick you in the butt. I don't understand, again, how anybody can claim to be a Republican in public without holding your head in shame. I really don't understand it.
They have no shame.
No.
They don't care about shame. They don't care about anything but staying in power. That's it.
It seems.
That's it.
For power's sake. And for the benefit that comes from that financially. That's what I mean. If the Republicans they'll model our shit right after Russia. Oligarchs all around, baby. We already got halfway there anyway, aren't we?
We're very close to that.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
And we're watching the American oligarchs.
What are we supposed to do? Sit back and drink
this
vodka?
Midterm election. We're watching it.
We have to get out and beat the drums. We have to get people out to vote. This is just that crucial, and I'm glad to see a lot of people are they're getting enthused about this election, because a lot is it, and it seems for the last and it's no lie, ever since 2016, baby, when that asshole won, and we all got pissed, and then we went through 4 years of his bullshit, only to see it culminate on January 6th. And continue to be a spark within the Republican Party to keep that fire burning. That's disgraceful.
And do understand something. The committee is going to come out with recommendations.
Yes.
We need to change the laws in this country. That's what needs to happen.
I want to see the laws applied.
Attorney General, he needs to apply the laws.
I just, we've gone through so many years of watching Trump's bullshit and blatantly just using our country as an ATM. What did Kirshner get off from the Saudi Arabians? A couple billion? You think they gave him that because he's a smart investor? I don't think so, baby. That's access. That's getting away with murder. That's what that is. Khashoggi killing? Yeah. Couple billion we'll forget it. Don't worry about it. We'll turn our back. This is no big deal. Fuck if it wasn't. It was. And I keep repeating, Saudi Arabia, the whole deal with them, one of these days that's going to come back and bite us right on the ass. And I don't know what the answer to that is. Having some kind of moral responsibility in the White House, that we can challenge some of this shit across the world. I have no idea. If I did, I'd be running myself. But we don't have the he needed slapping on. Marjorie Taylor Greene, prime example the other day. I don't recall, Your Honor, a motion to slap.
A 3-mile long line waiting for her ass.
Oh man, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she just really needs to shut the fuck up.
There you are, yeah, baby.
That's she's making Georgia's 14th district look mighty bad. At least get somebody that can spell, and not lie so much.
Yeah.
It would be nice. It would be nice. Maybe Georgia's 14th district gain a little respect back. But until you get rid of her, I don't know, man. I question y'all's patriotism. I question your intelligence. I question a lot of shit about Georgia's 14th district.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
But then I question my own district. I got Michael Cloud, who is just a rubber stamp for whatever the extreme on the right-hand side of the Republican Party wants. Michael Cloud's going to jump up there. Follow me to, what was it?
That's the thing. He's not the only one.
No.
They're all.
He was one of them that voted not to certify.
Right,
in my book, that makes him a traitor. He had no information, no reason, my congressman, to object to that, and yet he did because his masters told him to. Texas, 27th District, home of a big rat in my book. He's no better than Bobart or Cucumber Lady. He's one of these Republicans that just stays under the radar, stays hid. Just do what you're told and keep your head down, and you'll make lots of money. That's my congressman. That's what I think of him.
And keep getting reelected.
Hey, it's a gerrymandered district. He doesn't have to fight that hard for it. He doesn't have to fight. It's like they hand it to him.
Baby.
As long as he keeps towing the party line and keeps his mouth shut, he'll do fine.
Yeah, don't get in no trouble.
Yeah. You don't
waves.
see my congressman in the news anytime standing up on the floor saying anything dramatic or anything patriotic or nothing. He hides under the bleachers all the time, as far as I'm concerned.
When you seen Williams,
Greg Abbott, that's a whole other conversation, Yelly man. Greg Abbott has just been an embarrassment to our state for So many reasons. So many reasons. We can do better, baby. Beto O'Rourke's on this ticket. And he is a whole lot better for Texas and for this country than Greg Abbott and people like DeSantos. They're players in a carnival scene. They want to put on their clown suit and make as much noise and outrage as they possibly can. DeSantos down there declaring "Don't say gay" or going up against Disney because they stood up for it. Or down here in Texas, governor who's willing to shut down a whole border and hurt a whole country.
I heard this earlier because the Supreme Court decided to make corporations people, in essence.
Of course.
So wouldn't Disney have a
Citizens United
right to the First Amendment and freedom of speech?
Well, they have a right to it. Just if you exercise it and we don't like it, we have the right to smack you upside your head. That's what DeSantis is doing. This is all over because Disney stood up against.
And that is, DeSantis is a representative of the government, right?
To quote Cassie Hicks, fuck DeSantis and fuck Abbott both.
You're supposed to stand up against the government. I think Disney's going to walk on his ass.
I hope Disney stomps on his ass as much as they possibly can. I
think Disney has way better lawyers than Florida does.
I think they do too. I think they got a little more money than Florida does too.
Yeah.
Most of Florida's money comes from Disney. But as soon as that story keeps sticking on my head, DeSantis, as Joanne Twizzle calls him, when he made this, it was just a split. It was a quick decision that he decided to do that. And then the story that came out was if they do this and dissolve Disney's self-government, then $163 million that Disney's government holds in debt is transferred to the county. Hello, boys. You got a bill to pay. He didn't think this through because it's not about that. It's about the dog and pony show.
Because, Johnny, the surrounding counties of Disney are blue counties. And so perhaps they did.
But this is the election year shit.
He'll just redraw
more blue voters.
He'll redraw the district map there too. He just did it.
He did that too.
When did the governor start doing district maps? Thought that was left up to the party in the state. Nope. Ron DeSantis says nope. I'm changing it. This is what it's going to be. What are you, a dictator?
Yes.
Seems to be a running theme within the Republican Party. They want a dictator. They want a Trump. They want a DeSantis. They want a Hitler. That's what's scary.
A Perry.
An authoritarian dictator who has massive control over everything, baby. That's what he wants.
An idiot dictator.
Let me thank Keith, my buddy Catman56, who came in with a $2 donation and said, "What's up with the politic figures from Texas?" Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm telling you. It's an embarrassment of my state. Everybody in my state, as far as politics has been in the news, has damn well been an embarrassment to me. From my governor to my lieutenant governor to my attorney general to my congressman to other congressmen to my senator. We haven't even touched on Ted Cruz, whose first thought about Disney was, "Oh, look here, Mickey and Pluto are going to get after it." Really, you sick-minded individual. See, that's a prime example right there of what they want to do. They got this beef with Disney, and DeSantis is having his issues down there. And what does Ted Cruz come out? Well, them liberals just want to put out a movie where Mickey Mouse is doing it with Pluto.
Because Ted Cruz
is sick. It's the Republican Party in general. When they come up with this, well, the Democrats are a bunch of pedophile, baby-eating cults. You people have a sick mind. You know who we have to worry about is the people that have that shit in their mind. And it seems to be Republicans all the time. It's ridiculous. It is. They get away with saying all this kind of bullshit. And I just think, what is that saying about, they project? That's what they're doing, I think, It's sad, but it works for them. That's the sad part.
Madison who names their son Madison? Madison Cawthorn projected and, got caught in a photograph with, maiden form on.
Oh, that's that lady. Teresa Diggum just came in with a donation, a $5 donation, and said, "Hey, fam, God bless." Is that Michigan? I think it's Michigan. Yes, Michigan.
Michigan State.
State Representative Mallory McMorrow. She rocks exactly what the rest of the Dems have to do. I know who you're talking about. I saw the video. That is exactly. And good for her, because that's exactly what the Democrats need to start doing. Putting that shit in their face. Let's, we have been the party of moderate, we want to do the right thing and do things the right way. I'm ready to play their game a little bit, baby. Except we don't have to lie about it.
I'm ready to.
I'm ready to shove the truth up their ass.
Right thing. Yeah.
And that's, I want so much to see these the public hearings from January 6th. I want to see it. I want to hear it publicly on the TV every damn day. Because that's what it's going to take. We live in a world where it's hard enough and busy enough every day to get your own shit done to pay attention. But when it's thrust out there, when it's the number one thing happening, when there's news being made every damn day, people have the tendency to start noticing. And that's what we need. We need people to notice what's going on. Because the Republicans, baby, they're trying hard to come back. And they're not turning loose of Donnie. They're doubling down.
They're not. And if it's not Donnie, it will be somebody like DeSantis.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're having a game to see who can be the Trumpiest Trumper.
Win the election if they have to.
Yeah. It's scary. It is. It's scary because
it's why the Koch brothers spent so much money on state elections.
Yes, that's where the money is. That's why the Republican Party has spent so much time paying attention to the federal judiciary. To control the law, baby.
They're playing the long game.
That's exactly what the name of Mitch McConnell's book is, The Long Game. That's why his main thing since he's been head of the Senate, since he's been majority leader in the Senate, was to appoint judges. That was his number one cause.
He did a fine job.
Yes, he did.
He did a fine job. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He got
including two on the Supreme Court.
Exactly. Kavanaugh, beer bong Kavanaugh on the court, and Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Barrett.
Both of them were stolen. Not giving Obama a pick was the first one.
And he would do it again. He will do it again.
Yes, he's already said it. He's already said that if the Republicans
they're going to give the okay for the lady that he picked for ambassador to Ukraine.
Yes.
Because they'll hold that shit up too.
Yes. Mitch McConnell's already made it clear if the Republicans take the Senate, Joe Biden will not get a pick on the Supreme Court. They just come out and said it. What is that? If not obstruction.
John, I have to tell you, I am.
They're admitting to a crime already.
They are. But it doesn't matter. If they get shit, we got a 6-3 court now. What do we go to 7-2? Shit. What do we get an all conservative court, baby? Are we looking at the Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I think, baby.
They're already trying to not trying, they are already getting rid of abortion rights in this country.
Yes.
Your right
state
to
by state, they are trying to negate.
These are things that are not going to happen. These are things that are happening now.
It is indeed. These are the assaults on our freedoms that we have right now. And abortion is big on the list. The right, they take it up because what better group to represent? Because they don't ask for nothing. You know, they're not like I'll call you on the phone and say, hey, we got to do this or that. No. They're not born yet, baby.
They don't speak English.
They don't speak English. They don't speak at all. And once they're born, they just get rid of them. That's not my concern. Get out of here. Don't come around here with your freeloading shit either. They're pro-birth. That's it. But they use it.
Changing the way
once
that
they get to where they can speak English and ask questions, they don't want them.
Yeah, well, yes. They don't want to ask those questions. What were you going to say, Bernadette? I'm sorry.
Once they start asking questions,
Yeah. Go ahead, Bernadette.
I was just saying they're changing the way that our kids go to school. They're banning books and denying children the right to call themselves as they choose to. Oh, put the teachers in jail, put the parents in jail. Anytime you holler anything about somebody and their kids, that person is going to say, oh, yeah,
they're going to the school board meeting.
Absolutely. But this is what the Republicans are doing.
I'm looking at the CRT thing. The way I look at that whole debate right now is, I swear, it's the Republicans being racist assholes under the guise of, look at me, I'm not a racist.
Absolutely,
I swear they're
John.
Using the
That's besides the point. That's besides the point. The reason why
they're playing it like a game.
The reason why they use CRT is, especially with the school systems, is so that they already know that people will do anything for their kids. So if you direct that fear,
sure,
and that's what this is.
Exactly.
It's a fear tactic directed at, oh, they're trying to teach your kids this racist bullshit. Then you have their
teachers.
Yes.
Then you have these people that will come out and vote.
They will fight
office.
like hell for their kids.
Just like
but they are using race as the issue. Because CRT, critical race theory, what is little Billy going to learn? The true history of because critical race theory, as far as I can understand it, is a study on systems within our government or within social areas and how they work and are they equitable. And then past history says they are not equitable. And if you're going to change
on institutional racism in the systems of our society.
Now you could take the word race out of that, and it would still be CRT if you did a study the same way on religion, critical religion theory. Well, do more Catholics get something, or more? What? Where's the standing of Seventh-day Advent and compared to what the Christian, or the Catholics, whatever? You could apply the same basic concept of studying something that is used in critical race theory. Except in critical race theory, it's about the race, how race has impacted our society and our history. And if we're not willing to look at that, then what are you teaching little Billy? Little Billy's going to grow up thinking, everything's fine. No, it's not. And you can't fix something if you don't know what it is.
And when you direct it to CRT, and that doesn't work, then we'll make it about LGBTQ instead.
They'll go after gay marriage.
Yeah.
They'll go after LGBTQ rights.
Sure.
Yeah. Because God didn't want that.
John,
because they're bringing that in.
Super chats you need to catch up on.
Let me catch up real quick. Let me see. John Cass came in. Where's mine? John Cass came in with a $10 donation and with very wise words said, "Vote blue, baby." Indeed. And Catman56 came back with another $2 and said the lady government of Michigan used the slap. Yes, she used the slapping law. We need to see more of it. Yes, she did. I like the way you think, Kate. Yes, she did use the slapping law because she slapped the Republicans upside the head. And then Catman came back with another donation just to say, he said he loves my T-shirt. I do too. And Nita Parker donated $5 through Super Chat and said $44 billion, yet he can't pay taxes.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
hell of a good lawyers.
another one,
They don't
huh?
have to pay taxes. No. And yes, Keith, it is one of my favorite T-shirts because it reminds them who they are and who they're willing to lead their party. He was unqualified and unfit before he became president. He was playing softball in college while he was declaring he had a hurt foot. Are you shitting me?
Holy.
He's a lying, stinking, thieving businessman, and the Republicans latched on to him and thought, oh, this is our savior. Grab him by the pussy.
And they're willing to put him back in office, John. Make no mistake about that. They are willing to put this man back in office.
Yes. Yes, and it's not about the majority. The majority of Americans find him detestable. It doesn't matter. It's where those people live. Can you get the electoral college?
This is the same person that couldn't even name his own social network that he's trying to start the other day.
Oh, he couldn't. I must have missed that.
No, he couldn't.
Are you shitting me? He invented it.
What's your favorite Bible verse, John?
I can't.
It's because he doesn't tell the truth.
Okay.
The word truth doesn't really, it doesn't correspond in his head.
Oh, John, recite your favorite Bible verse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Let me thank Gene Prim, who just came in with $10 and said, God didn't say hate your gay neighbor. No, I don't think so.
No.
It's. I don't know. The divide between church and state is getting smaller and smaller all the time. It bothers me. I don't care what anybody's religion is. You pray to your God. You believe in the tenets of your religion. That's fine. I have no problem with that. It's when you try to bring your tenets into the people's business, and nowhere do you see that more than in abortion rights. God said. No, please don't bring. I didn't hear God say anything. I'm sorry. I didn't read your book. Not interested in reading the book. It's not what I base my life. I don't want to base everything on what somebody said 2 million freaking years ago. We are a society that is advanced, and it bothers me to see the assault on the rights of this country.
When I look at what's coming out the boob tube today, I question that, John. Are we a society that has advanced?
Well, I'd like to think we are.
That.
Right now, it seems to be we're backsliding a little bit.
And what do your eyes show you?
But I think we can make that.
We're on the verge of nuclear war again. We have half the country in this country.
Labroff over there talking about rattling nuclear sabers again. Are you shitting me?
John, my son was told just last night when he went to the grocery store by some woman that he doesn't even know, that he wasn't even talking to, that he took a COVID test because he watches the news. And he just said, Mom, I can't.
Took a COVID test because you watch the news.
Yes, because he watches the news.
Dumb, ignorant, blind, and that's what they want. They want them ignorant. And when you're not, it shakes them up a little bit.
He just said, I can't even have an argument with this person.
No. There's some people you just have to.
You know what upsets me, John?
What upsets you, Jorge?
I'm drunk, even when I'm drunk, I'm smarter.
Which is very seldom, isn't it?
That's sad, man.
There's a lot that's making us sad nowadays. And the only cure for that is get after it, baby. Let's make some noise. You want to know what to vote here? You got to get out and vote. And I want to thank Catman56. He came in with another donation just to ask, is that T-shirt for sale? Yes, it is, Keith. If you go to I don't know, it's from Veterans Against Trump. If you go to that site, Veterans Against Trump, this is some of this was sent to me by them. So.
We need our Congress.
We need it, baby.
Everyone's benefit.
That's what we need. People in there that's going to do the people's business, baby.
1%. They just take what they like.
And lately they've been taking everything. It's only until we stand up.
Show up
It's only when we show up, when we use our voice and our vote. It is the most powerful thing that's given to us in the Constitution. It's not the right to own a gun. It's none of that shit. It's your right to vote. That's what makes a pure democracy anyway. If we give that up, if you think it's too much trouble to go vote, the line is too long, then we lose that. And to vote is the only thing that we have to do. It's the only thing, and it seems like the simplest thing. But we have to motivate people to get out and do it. It's our democracy, baby. I love the thought that John Lawrence had in his head when he wrote this. Can't afford it, baby. If we care.
if we do nothing. Our hope floats away.
If we do nothing, it floats away, baby. John has it right. We have that power. It's within all of us. Sort of like a superpower, man. If I had a free... Hey, I do have a cape right there. If I have to wear it down to the polls, baby, I will. Proudly. And that's what I want for all of us. That's all I want. That's why I started this. Is realizing the disgusting direction the Republican Party was willing to go in, and now has culminated in what we see now. Yeah. It's desperate, baby. They don't want you to vote. They don't want your say in anything in government, baby. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Drink your vodka. That's not who we are. That's not how we got to where we are. And we're not where we should be. Bernadette's right. It's like we're backing up. The progress that this country has fought for so long and given so much for. Some gave all. I'm not talking about Vietnam there. I'm talking about the whole fight for the rights in this country that have given their lives for that. And we can't be the one generation to turn around and just rest on our laurels so much and not worry about it. Don't think anything's going to happen. It can happen. And they're trying to make it happen. The only thing that stops them is us. It's not money, baby.
We have to be Ukrainian-minded.
Yes.
We have to fight for our country, just like they're fighting for their country. These people will not let anything stop them. They're willing to go up against Russia. We got the Republican Party. Come on, you guys.
Really? They're standing up against the Russian military in their own country, losing their citizens on a daily basis.
Yeah.
All we have to do is stand up. Stand up and use your voice and use your vote. Yeah. Make sure that you're registered. Whatever hurdles your state, and mine is one of them, have put in front of you. Up in Harris County, they're going to have hell. One drop box in the whole freaking county of millions of people? Oh, that's going to go great. What could possibly go wrong? That's what I mean. If your party is dependent upon winning, making sure that people don't vote, if your only chance is to make sure that the fewer people that vote, the higher your chances of winning, then quit waving the flag. I don't want to see your patriotic bullshit because it's all a freaking lie. It means nothing. You're God too. I don't want to see that shit because you don't believe in it.
Used to be a time in this country when we would help our neighbors, when we would sacrifice for our neighbors.
Yes.
It used to be.
Used to be. We don't do that now. Last time I really saw it was, I guess, World War II. When the country was, I like to study history a little bit. And in my opinion, World War II was the last time this country was totally behind the effort. Not that we didn't do everything right. We screwed up a lot. but the whole country came together. Now, baby. It's our own government that doesn't want to see us come together.
If you got teenage kids
anyway.
that are of voting age, you need to be talking to your kids, your grandkids, and trying to convince them to get registered to vote. It is their future. It is their future. And climate change is a big part of it.
Baby.
And if they don't vote this time around, they could kiss this shit goodbye.
You know, we're almost there anyway. You know, if you go and we do, as a matter of fact, Marcia and I, oh man, I highly recommend this. What is that on Netflix, Travis? The national park. On Netflix, there's a series on there about national parks. It's not just the United States; it's national parks all over the place in every country. It is an outstanding series. It's narrated by President Obama, and last night we were watching one on a rainforest in Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and man, it's just. We watched 2 episodes last night. So last night did nothing but sit in front of the TV and relax and watch nature. I enjoyed it tremendously. It does. It makes you worry about where our planet is going, much less our politics. That we have to be so outraged and involved in our politics that we let the rest of the important things slip by. And our environment is one of them, and we are just now starting to see the results of the regulations that Donnie in the mess that came in there. Pruitt, I think was his name, maybe. Scott Pruitt, I think he was the one that took over the EPA from Oklahoma and just started destroying regulations. And we're just now seeing the result of that in our air quality, in our water quality. It's diminishing now. And it's going to take years to fight those regulations. And don't forget the Republican judges that have been put in. That's the long game, baby, for corporations. It's not your rights they're worried about. They were sticking those judges on the court because every one of those EPA regulations, they're going to be challenged. All going to be tried to brought back, and they want judges on their panel, on that panel that's going to decide for the Republican cause.
And the Republicans are more than willing to put unqualified judges on the court.
Indeed, baby.
And these are people that are going to be making decisions about your
no stinking
life.
law degree. You just have to be able to vote the way they want you to vote. That's the only qualification.
Or even practice law, John.
Evidently
or even,
not.
Heard a case or settle the case or anything else. They don't even have to fucking be qualified.
I am still not sure that if the Republicans take the House that they won't declare Donald Trump Speaker of the House. I'm not totally convinced they won't do that. You know, they could.
They can do that.
They can do that. If they take the House, it's up to them who the Speaker of the House is. It does not have to be a politician. It could be anybody in the country. Again. And they could pick
Please don't let this happen. Take somebody to the polls with you. Take somebody to the polls. If we could just double our numbers.
Yeah, don't wait for 24, baby. This happens this year, 22. Let's worry about this year. Because 24 is going to be a big enough mess. That's what the Republicans are laying the groundwork for now.
Yep.
It is for 24. To declare it an illegal election, declare that their man won no matter who that is. That's what they're trying to set up for now. And we have to pay attention to. And we have to pay attention now.
2 for blue somebody.
Yes, we need to get our 2 for blue. I don't think my 2 for blue. Travis said A lot of stuff happened around here, and we got behind on a little stuff. Let me catch up on the donations, though, because Diana Mallory, bequeather the gong and secret squirrels, came in with a $5 donation and said, holding 45 in contempt is not enough. Lock him up. Lock him up. I'm telling you, the judge has the authority to do exactly that. You know, he's going to appeal it. You know he's going to appeal it.
It's a civil case.
Yes.
Holding him in contempt for $10,000. That's chump change to that little motherfucker.
Well, people are going to donate that money. He doesn't have to worry about it. He's sitting on $100-something million.
John, he ain't going to pay it.
No.
He ain't going to pay it.
He's not going to pay it. Somebody's going to pay it, though. But it won't be him. It will be his donors, if it's paid at all. But he's going to try to
okay.
appeal it and scream all this. He ain't come up with a single document. He's like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't recall. I don't know anything. It's like Kevin McCarthy. No, it didn't happen. It's just like the whole.
And if these people don't recall, why should they be holding public office?
I'm sorry, Travis. I keep hitting my mic. Catman56 came back in with a $2 donation and said the real battle are the laws restricting the votes of Americans. And that's what we've seen the Republican parties do all across. I have it written down here somewhere, all the states and all the...
27 states and counting.
They've restricted voting rights. If your party is restricting voting rights, don't call yourself a patriot, please. Anyway, Catman... Nope, that's the one I just did. Came back in with a $2 donation, the rich... Yes, I did. Thank you, Catman56. Thank you very much, brother. The battle is on, baby. The wars are going on now. Lines have been drawn. The Republicans are indeed trying to just lie, cheat, and steal their way back into the House, into the Senate. And if they do, baby, hold on to your britches come 24, because it's going to turn into another shit show. I don't know about you. I'm tired of the shit shows. I want a better world for you, for me, for our kids, for our grandchildren.
It could be worse. We saw pretty fucking bad, but it could be worse.
Look to Ukraine.
And it will be.
Look to Ukraine, baby. Could be a whole lot worse. Let's fight for our freedoms this way, through the voting box, before we have to do it that way, because there are still people within the right that are messed up in the freaking head. You think January 6th is a one-time event? They keep this shit up, it's not going to be.
That was a trial run.
That was a trial run. They're going to come back and do it again. There's too many whack jobs out there because the right keeps speaking to them, because Trump keeps speaking to them. The Republican Party keeps speaking to them.
The right is a whack job.
That's what they're doing with it, baby. Anyway, let me catch this real quick. Nita Parker just came in with $5 and said, Greg Abbott and Ron Deathhead are clowns and need to go. De shithead. I'm sorry, not Deathhead. Greg Abbott and Ron De shithead. I like that. Are clowns and need to go. I like that. De shithead. That's what he is. That's what he's acting like. My God. It's all about a dog and pony show for him. It's all about outrageous news breaking, outrage of this, that, and the other that he's trying to keep the Republican Party motivated on, because that's what they feed on. Hate and fear. You got to fear all them Democrats, because they're all pedophile baby.
That is their platform.
That's what they got, baby. That's what they're painted themselves into that position. That's who they've made themselves. It's when somebody once told me that I ruined somebody's life. No, I didn't. They did. All I did was point it out. And that's what we're doing here. All we're doing is pointing to the Republican Party and saying, look at what you're doing. Look what you have created. Look what you've made the word conservative or Republican mean. There is no platform there. There's no grand
These people
plans.
got nothing. They reached back and pulled Sarah Palin out of the grave and trying to resurrect her dumb ass. Jesus Christ. For real?
There you go, baby. Anyway, I want to thank...
They got nothing.
Nothing. We got it, baby. We do. We have the power. We have the majority of people. There's more Democrats in this country than there are Republicans, period.
Yes.
So we have the numbers.
Let's take another one.
So let's
take a fellow Democrat to oppose and double our numbers.
That's it. That's all it takes. Double the number if you just make sure somebody goes with you. Hey, Bob, you going to vote? No, get your ass over here in the car. Let's go, buddy.
Come on, let's do
It'll
this.
make you feel good. It's your patriotic duty. It's not a requirement by law. It's just our duty. So let's do our duty. Anyway, Jorge, brother, thank you for coming by, and happy birthday again to you. You made it another year, deeper in debt, as you say. But we sure appreciate you coming by, brother. Uh-oh, he might have walked away from the microphone.
It's possible.
It's possible. Farrell, are you still with us? Uh-oh. She may have walked away too. Are we hogging the microphone?
No, I'm still here.
There you
I'm just
go.
listening.
Well, I'm so glad you came by, and I hope everything goes well with the surgery. You know, take care of yourself. Try to, take it a little easier when you go to rescuing cats in the middle of storms. It's,
Well, I've got a couple of decent neighbors that are helping me out.
Well,
So
good.
that's going to be good. And all of you guys take care of yourself, and I'm going to duck out now.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right.
we're all
Healing
going to duck
blessings
out here.
to you, my dear.
Farrell, take
We're
care
all
of
with
yourself,
All
baby.
of you, too.
Thank
I'll
you
talk
for
to you later,
coming by.
Bernadette.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And Bernadette, thank you, baby. Always.
You're welcome,
Always.
John.
My rock in the storm, baby. I can always count on you. I appreciate you tremendously.
Right
I
here
really
with
do.
you, dude. We're
I
going to
know
do
it.
this if it's the last thing we
Hell,
do.
baby. The war's just started, man. We're just getting into the battles. We got 7 more months before the midterms. Aren't we going to be in grand shape by the time we get there? Anyway.
I'm working on it.
I know it. Anyway, thank you
working
all
on it.
for coming by and visiting all of our family on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and now on TikTok. Are you shitting me? Yes, I'm on TikTok. Go check me out. A Blue Dot in Texas on TikTok. Doing pretty good, Travis says. Now, I don't know how TikTok goes, but he says, yeah, Dad, you're doing pretty good. Outstanding.
Right
Wherever we
on.
can get the message out. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely. That's the point.
That's the point. Get the word out. And Catman56 came in with another donation and said, when does the slapping call come into play when we see all the bullshit being served? Oh, man. There is a list of people we could go by and slap. Catman56, Keith, thank you, buddy. Hoorah. Semper Fidelis, buddy. Semper Fidelis. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you for those donations that came in. Thank you to our Patreon members who donate every month. We're going to do that thing. We got to do that. God, there's so much going on. I keep forgetting things. I got another doctor's appointment on Thursday morning. And then I got another test at the hospital. Oh, man. Shit's might get weird around here, so just pay attention. We'll be here when we can, but let me see. Tomorrow's Wednesday? I don't think I got shit
Tomorrow's
tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Well, they're around tomorrow. Y'all pay attention. We'll be around.
All right.
I love you. Thank you. Bernadette, Jorge, say goodnight. Y'all
Good
say
night,
goodnight.
you guys.
Good night,
And wear
everybody.
your mask.
And yes, wear your mask. This shit ain't. Look over there. What's happening in Shanghai? Son of a bitch.
It
Shit's
ain't
still
over
going
yet,
on.
y'all.
Y'all take care of
Stay
yourself.
safe out there.
We love you.
All right.
And put a smile on somebody's face tomorrow. It'll make you feel better. We'll see you later.